Hi, I'm Sharon Tang and this is the evening highlights. The ringgit jumped to a 4-week high today after 1MDB announced that it was selling its power assets to a Chinese-led consortium. Sentiment was also boosted by a promise of stabilization in oil prices, plus the news of China's plan to invest in Malaysian treasury bonds. At the close, the ringgit was up 1.3% against the US dollar to 4.2495. The currency was the best performer in the emerging markets today. Meanwhile, the FBM KLCI rallied for a fourth day. The local composite was up 0.5% to 1677 points. Meanwhile, TNB shares are on a tear today after the announcement of the Edra sale. The utility giant was the other shortlisted bidder for the power assets, and its stock has been getting smoked for the past 6 months because of fears it could be used to bail out 1MDB. TNB shares surged to a 6-month high, jumping as much as 5.5% to 14 ringgit and 16 cent. It closed at 13 ringgit 58, up about 1% from yesterday's close. 1MDB President Arul Kandasamy said yesterday that the state fund was selling its power assets housed under Edra Energy to China's CGN for 9.8 billion ringgit. The deal has raised concerns over allowing a foreign entity entry into one of the nation's most strategic sectors. CIMB Equities Research did say this morning that in the long run, TNB could see itself competing with CGN in future tender exercises for IPP power plants. According to its website, CGN had over 260 billion renminbi in assets as at September 2012. That's roughly about 172 billion ringgit. Meanwhile, past MP for Pokok Sana, Datuk Mahfuz Omar, is warning that we could see a repeat of the Pantai Parkway saga. To recap, Singapore's Parkway had in 2005 bought a controlling 31% stake in Pantai Holdings. Pantai held 2 government concession companies, Formena and Pantai Medivest. 5 years later, Khazanah National took control of Parkway at a premium.
Apakah ini ada satu permainan yang akhirnya nanti akan berlaku seperti mana Pantai Holding, kerajaan akan mengambil alih balik daripada CGN Group ini dan ini akan mengakibatkan kita kerugian beratus juta ringgit. Sebab itu bagi saya bahawa sektor strategik ini harus dilihat secara yang lebih menyeluruh kerana ini kepentingan negara, keselamatan negara dan dia tidak boleh diperdagangkan hanya sekadar untuk nak menyelesaikan masalah hutang yang dialami oleh 1MDB.
Hong Leong IB doesn't think CGN's going to be the bogeyman some quarters are making it out to be. It points out that with the Edra deal, CGN will control about 16% of Peninsular Malaysia's power generation capacity. That leaves TNB with 55%. Hard disk component manufacturer JCY International is in talks with the government to extend its tax-exempt status for another 10 years. Executive Director Datuk James Wong says he's confident of getting that extension.
The tax saving could be very substantial. I just give you an example. From 2002 to 2012, I enjoyed tax-free for that 10 years period. I work out that the tax saving alone is 600 million ringgit. 600 million ringgit tax saving. That example, that period, cover, or historically can tell you. I'm now negotiating for the next 5 + 5.
With Maida.
The company's special status will be expiring in April next year. Just yesterday, it said full-year net profit came in at 209.5 million ringgit on a stronger US dollar, a 91% spike from FY14. JCY makes hard disk drive parts for Seagate, WD and Toshiba. It has manufacturing facilities in Johor, Penang and Malacca, as well as in Saraburi, Thailand. In 2013, it made it to Asia's 200 best under a billion list by Forbes. The stock closed 2% lower today at 86 cents. Vaping advocacy group MEFTA is calling on all local brewers to only produce zero nicotine e-juices. It's a win-win situation. Brewers get to stay in business and the Health Ministry gets to protect public health. MEFTA's statement is a response to the Health Ministry's decision to raid vape stores and confiscate unlicensed vape liquids that contain nicotine. It says industry players should comply with its guideline to avoid any clash with the ministry.
That is what MEFTA officials stand. And of course, Kami juga berharap kepada pembuat atau peniaga cecair vape dan industri turut sama dalam menyahut seruan kita, iaitu kita buat apa yang kerajaan nak kita buat.
The local vaping scene has exploded into the mainstream, with the underage and non-smokers getting in on the craze. It's been widely reported that Malaysia's vape industry is the second largest in the world after the United States. Fu says this is technically correct, although we're talking about the market in terms of purchasing power and not the number of consumers. According to the UK's The Week magazine, there are 20 million vapers in the States and 2 million in the UK. France and Germany also have large markets as well. Malaysia has about 1 million. And that brings the Edge TV evening highlights to a close. I'm Sharon Tang. Thanks for watching.